Hey, hey, good looking. What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me?
There we are, on the scales, went 16.6 of Culvers Farm Common.
Right, today we are at Culvers Farm near Gillingham. We've got a bit of a party going on today. We've got Chris and Jay from BOLTN up this way on the lake, and we've got Harry down behind the umbrella here, the other end of the lake. So for me, the caterer, that means a good reason to have a cooking session. We're going to do pork in Calvados. Harry can't have Calvados due to an allergy, so we're going to do him a separate little pot. That's really easy. As you can see, we've already started with the rice bubbling over there. We're going to start cooking, I reckon. I've got my onions cut for this. We've got Harry's little pan here. We've got our big pan here for the four of us plus Harry. So we're going to put some onions in. We've got oil, our usual spray oil that if you've seen other sections of our cooking videos, you'll know we use all the time. That's Harry's video. We haven't put the garlic in yet. We don't want that to burn. So we're going to fry the onions until they're soft and without colour, hopefully. Pork tenderloin here. We've got a couple of them because obviously we've got all the lads here today. Pork tenderloin is probably the tenderest pork cut, but it does need a little bit of trimming. As you can see, this side it's lovely, it's pretty fat free, but just here we've got a little bit of sinew. So all you have to do is if you just get the point of the knife and just keep the blade at 45 degrees upwards, you will find that will just come off real easy. And then just pull it. That'll be my alarm going.
No, you're right, it's a duck.
Is it? Oh, it's a duck, not LV this time. It'd be nice if it was a fish though, eh? Steve's brought in a beautiful common carp this morning. I would just like to bring one in myself next. So as you can see, we've just trimmed off that sinew. That wouldn't really be nice to eat on there. Then simply we're just going to slice the pork into slices, and then all you do is press down on each one to make a nice flat piece of fillet, and we'll do that with the two. Okay, next thing, we didn't do Harry's because this is cooking slightly quicker than the big pan. We'd press that down, we'd toss that in some flour. This has two functions. It will form a really nice crispy outside and sealed coating on the pork, but also when we come to add the stock, it will also act as a thickening agent. So we're just going to put that in the pan with the onions and then fry it till it's brown. Okay, we need loads and loads of oil to soak up and fry the pork now, so we'll put that as much as we need to there for the pork tenderloin. You'll see I've got all my sliced pork now, so what we need to do is just dip this in some seasoned flour and put that into the pan now to seal off. Once it's sealed, when you add the liquid, then it's going to keep all that lovely natural juice in the middle of the pork tenderloin, which is exactly where we want to keep it. If you can see the pan at the back there, you'll see Harry's is now cooking with some stock. We're just using chicken stock cubes today because as we've mentioned before, there's a convenience factor by the lake, and we want to use chicken stock because the beef stock would be too overpowering with the pork, and I don't tend to buy exclusively pork stock cubes, so that's the reason for that. Look at that, bit of pork tenderloin all fried off, looking good. We've got the onions in there, we've got the pork tenderloin with the flour, so it's nice and sticky, which is what will bring all the sauce together. Next we have some garlic. We're going to chuck that in because we don't want that to burn. It tastes foul when it's burnt. That's going in. Next thing we're going to do is cut up this apple we got the Calvados that if you watch Carpin and Cookin in France, you'll know it would have been wouldn't have been any surprise for us to come back with that. Tastes fantastic. Might have to have a bit of that in a minute. So the next thing is the chopped apple. Just going to core it off, take the skin off. That's the LV bit. We don't want the skin in there because that will just go all chewy. Whoop, I'm on a landslide. We've got Harry's pot here, which as you can see I've put the chicken stock in as we discussed, and we've just reduced it down. You see how thick that sauce is? I'm just going to add the apple into his without the Calvados, and then we'll add the sour cream to finish, and we're going to add some juniper in a minute as well, which is just a nice flavour in the background there. And just get rid of these apple cores. Okay, we're chopping the apple. I kind of like things rustic, so I'm not really doing it in any particular way, because by the riverbank or the lake, you know, you want things rustic and peasant. Calvados next. Calvados is going in. We're going to try and flambe this, so we're going to put it in. It may just take off on its own, but we'll see. This is 40-year-old Calvados. We're just going to burn off the alcohol. So what's happening is it's going to leave all the flavour of the Calvados without all the alcohol. When it stops burning, that's when the alcohol will have evaporated. There's quite a bit of alcohol in there, you know.
What a waste.
It's not a waste. So the next thing we'll do is just chuck the apple over that now. We're going to crush some juniper. Just do that with the back of the knife. And then I'm just going to chop it a little bit. You can still hear that alcohol burning off on the pan there. Of course, the minute you put anything like stock or cream into it, that will stop burning anyway, but it's really not doing any harm. So that's our juniper. The next thing we're going to do is add the rest of this chicken stock into there. That adds a depth of flavour to the sauce. And then we'll put our hot water over. And basically now that's going to cook the pork until it's done, and then we're just going to finish with some cream, and then that's the dish sorted. Okay, Chris and Jay now joined us for lunch.
Go on.
Dinner's nearly ready, as you can see. We've just got to add the sour cream. Chris, do you fancy trying some of that Calvados we bought? Just have a swig, see what it's like, see if you 40-year-old.
Is this some sort of joke?
No pee in the bottle or anything.
No, it's alcohol.
How strong is it?
Really strong, yeah.
About 40%. Little sip.
I've got to drive.
Yeah, little sip.
He doesn't do little sips, that's a... Yeah, that's a little bit strong, isn't it?
You want?
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good. Harry?
No, that's not good. We've got Harry's here without the alcohol. We've got ours here, hopefully without the alcohol, because it should have all flamed off earlier. We're just going to add the sour cream. You don't really want to be boiling this now, so we're just going to turn that heat off so it doesn't curdle. Sour cream, slightly richer flavour than the double cream. Perfect for this dish with the juniper and everything. There we go. Now that should just heat up in the heat of the sauce that we've already got there. And then that will be our dish finished and everyone able to eat. Then we've got Harry's one, which looks exactly the same, just without the Calvados. And then down here, we've got our rice, as ever, in the little boil in the bags, all ready to put out on the plate. And then that is lunch today. There we go. Here we have pork with sour cream and juniper, Bramley apple, all very seasonal. Just one more thing that we need, if you want to follow the camera over to me here. Excuse me, Harry. Here we have some wild mint growing, which I'm figuring we'll just finish this plate off over the caterer. There we go. Garnished up as well.
Very nice, very nice.
Back of the land in there.
I'm loving the apple. Absolutely. Margot's, would you like to be the third member of Back of the Land? That is nice. Really good.
Hey, hey, good looking. What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me?